Good evening, everyone, from Westview High School. It's Westview Warrior Basketball on LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hosteller along with Jamie Miller, and after 4 consecutive games on the road, we're back home for the showdown of past Westview sectional powers. Westview will host Michael Edison's LaVille Lancers. The last time these two teams met was in the sectional in 2018 when the Warriors handed LaVille its first loss of the season. LaVille went on to finished that season 23-1, and Westview went on to win the sectional championship. So tonight the two teams will go to battle once again, with Westview off to a good start, sporting a 6-3 record, and they've certainly given us some thrills this year. And LaVille brings a 4-4 mark to the Westview hardwood. Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. And Jamie and I will be back to talk more about tonight's game right after this 30-second timeout. Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we're back at Westview. Jerry and Jamie with you tonight. Good to have you aboard. Good to be back home, Jamie, at Westview.
Certainly is. We've been road warriors here for a while. So, yeah, you know, this is really – I've been thinking about this game ever since I saw it on the schedule because it brings such good memories of the last time we played them. You know, 5 years ago, sectional semifinal, not the final, semifinal. Right. And all I remember is this place was so full, you couldn't even hardly find a place to stand.
That's right.
And you had people from literally from all over the state that had come to this game to watch it because it was so hyped. You know, we were ranked like 1 and 2 in 2A, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And LaVille was undefeated. And I believe, I don't remember our record exactly, but it was it's one of those things where, you know, you almost had a state final game in the sectional. And
it could have very well been, yeah.
And neither, you know, we didn't go on to win that year, but we were in the discussion to win it all. And it's just a great game, great atmosphere. It made you remember the good old days of high school basketball.
That's
it
right.
Really did. You know, you still recall it finally to this day. Today, a little bit different story. We have, you know, the teams aren't ranked. The crowd's about a third of that size, I think, tonight.
Right.
But, you know, LaVille, they started out the year with 2 losses. Then they won 4 in a row. And they've lost their last 2 now. So they've had quite a bit of time off since December 21st. So I think we might have an advantage there that we played a game Tuesday. And, you know, if there's any kinks or rust to knock off, kinks to work out, rust to knock off, that maybe we could do that against East Noble. So we've certainly prepared ourselves for close games.
Yeah, we certainly have. That should pay off once we get into the sectional because these guys will be used to that. And we could very well have some very close games in the regional in March, or the sectional in March.
Well, and I think what the coaching staff would like to see is take the next step, and let's not make these games so close. You know, we led East Noble comfortably for the bulk of that game the other night, and we just couldn't put it away. We missed 3 straight 1-and-1s and had a couple turnovers, and then we couldn't get stops on defense. And so those are all the things that get you from average to good.
That's right.
And right now, despite our record of 6-3, you know, we're pretty average. We easily could have lost a few more games. We won the Central Noble game at the buzzer, lost Angola at the buzzer. Lakeland was a smidgen from beating us at the buzzer. Yeah. East Noble got a steal and a shot off at the buzzer that could have beat us. So I think we got to feel pretty good that we're 6-3 right now.
That's true.
You know, I think some of the improvement, I didn't get an interview with the head coach tonight, but in talking to the staff, you know, they'd like to see us compete a little harder in defending big guys. The team has a big guy right now, and they seem to give us trouble.
Right.
Whether it's Central Noble with Isaiah Guard. You know, we got Prairie Heights coming up with Malone,
right,
who's 6'7" now and playing really well. and Kripe at West Noble, who is our next game. And so we are going to have to learn how to compete as a team to stop an individual inside from wreaking havoc on us, because that's definitely one of our weaknesses right now. And then free throws. I think generally our shot selection's pretty good. These guys are confident kids. We saw Wiley the other night take a three, barely graze the rim in a tight game, and then come down the next possession and drill one from the corner. And so we're confident. We got some good pieces out there, but we got to start tying up some things so we don't keep having these one-score games. And our schedule's about to get tougher.
I know.
So.
Yeah, you look ahead at that, and, well, take a look at some of those games. Of course, West Noble being the first one next week in that NECC tournament. That'll be a challenge.
Well, we have, after the NECC tournament, we have Fairfield here, and then Garrett and Eastside, which, if you look at the standings, they're near the bottom of the conference. But then we turn around and we're right back at West Noble, at an improved Plymouth team, home against Prairie Heights, which is one of the top 2 teams in our conference. And then we finish out with 3 of the 4 being NLC schools. So a lot of challenges ahead. I think, this team is scrappy. They're tough. They can score, and that keeps them in every game, with the exception of maybe Northwood.
Right.
But do we have what it takes to beat good teams? And we're going to get that chance to show that in the next few weeks.
Well, you mentioned free throws, and we've got to make free throws consistently. And as a coach, a former coach, what do? I mean, of course, I think every team practices and they run a lot, and they're tired when they shoot their free throws, so they should be used to that. But we touched a little bit on it at the game at East Noble, that fatigue seems to set in a little bit for our guys.
Yeah.
Being shorthanded, so to say, and toward the end of the ball game. Does that come into play with our free throw shooting? But the problem is with that, we miss as many at the beginning of the game as we do at the end. So.
Yeah, I don't know how much fatigue has come into the free throw shooting part of it. I think that affects us on defense.
Right.
And not getting stops, and then maybe not, taking great shots toward the end of the game. But I think a lot of the guys that have been shooting the free throws are not our top scorers. And so, if they shot it better overall, they'd score more.
Right.
And so they're the ones shooting the free throws, but it's mainly just it's such a confidence thing. And you start missing them. The next time you go up there, you haven't had success since you missed. And so I think for some of these guys, it's just getting over that mental hurdle. They got to knock a few down. And the best way to do that is just get in the gym and then shoot until you can't miss.
Right.
And if you got to shoot 500 free throws a day, shoot 500 free throws a day. It's really no more complicated than that. The guys that are shooting them and missing them, they have good enough forms to make them. It's not like they're shooting them from behind their head or underhanded like,
right.
In Hoosiers. They got good form. They've made them in the past, and they're at the varsity level with a little more, emphasis behind, more consequence if they miss it. And I think they just got to dedicate themselves to getting better at it, and it's going to pay off. They hit a few, and, like shooting is contagious. If you guys make them, a few more guys are going to make them. And I think it's something they can get turned around yet by the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
I think they need to.
Well, the season goes so fast. At first I thought, well, we'll get better as the season goes on. We'll get more comfortable at the free throw line. But it seems to not have improved yet. But there's still a lot of basketball to play. We played 12 games. Or rather, 10 games, I guess, right?
Well, this will be our 10th.
This is our 10th tonight. So
this will be basically halfway. So it's just to me, it's I don't want to use pride in a bad way, but you got to have pride in your game and not letting your team down, and get out there and do what you need to do to be a good free throw shooter. And so between that and the inexperience, I think they're growing, and I think we're going to see them improve it as the season rolls on.
We just need somebody to grow like 4 inches.
Well, that would help a lot, too. So.
Maybe by sectional time, but I don't know.
Well, I know they're trying to increase their depth. The team is aware of it, that they wear down. And right now they're basically playing 6 players, 7 once in a while. You know, you'd like to be able to play an 8th or maybe even a 9th player if you had to. And some of those young guys, the sophomores, I think they're wanting to get them in the game, but when every game's a one-possession game,
the games are too doggone close to get them.
Yeah, you put an inexperienced guy in there, and you get a couple quick turnovers or something, or a bad shot, or a missed defensive assignment. Next thing you know, you go from up 3 to down 4, and coaching's tough. You want to develop them, and you want kids to play with confidence, but you also want to win. So they got to show it in practice, and that's where they've been seeing some improvements. And I think you're going to see maybe a few more guys squeaked into the lineup now and then, and certainly that helps. We've seen that a lot in Westview history, where a kid comes up off the JV toward the end of the year and is a key player, whether it's a point guard or shooting guard or something. And I would look for something like that tonight. But I think tonight will be a decent matchup. LaVille doesn't look like they have anybody that's overly big. They got some talented kids. One, Sarnecki, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Sarnecki. Yep.
Colin Sarnecki,
22.
averaging 18.4 points a game. He's only a sophomore.
Right.
So.
He's a young kid. So we have national anthem. Lucy Rensberger, beautiful rendition of our national anthem here tonight before the basketball game. Westview and LaVille going at it tonight. And we'll get right into the starting lineups, but before we do that, the pregame show tonight, the Westview pregame show, is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. Starting at a forward for LaVille will be Lucas Plummer. He's a junior. Number 11 is Owen Smith, a 5'11 senior, averaging 7.9 points per game. Colin Zarnecki, a 6'2 sophomore. He'll be at a forward. Also Ryan James, number 4, a 5'10 senior. And now for our Westview Warriors. Jethro Hosteller, number 3, averaging 6.2 points a game for the Warriors. 6'2 senior. Brady Yoder, 5'10 senior. 20.1 point per game average. Wiley Minix, 6'1 junior, number 15, averaging 12.8 points per game. Wade Springer, number 23, 5'11 junior, averaging 3.9 points per game. And Luke Helmuth rounds out Chandler Pribble's lineup for the Warriors. Luke is a 6' junior, averaging 7 points per contest. Good to have you along tonight.
Crowd has filled in a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the JV game went pretty quick.
It did.
I thought the time I got here was already midway through the second quarter, and
yeah, we're getting this varsity contest off before 7:30, so that's pretty good, pretty quick.
Well, LaVille's got a fairly stout interior team. They're filled out a little more than we are. Immediately get a steal there by Wade.
Brady with it on the steal. Wade Springer, left side. He'll bring it up top to Jethro Hostetler. He feeds Luke in the lane and tries to hit Brady breaking into the lane off the baseline, and Brady's hit in the face. So that'll be a foul on LaVille, the first of the ball game.
Yeah, that's a really tough pass to complete in there, but Brady got a good hold of it.
Lob pass comes into Brady. He'll back up to the free throw line and dish it off right side to Springer. Brings it up top, back to Brady for three, and he can't get it to go. Rebound's hauled down by Lucas Plummer. Don't have a size on Lucas, but he looks to be, what, 6'3" maybe? Number 3.
Definitely has some pretty good size. Stands above Luke or Brady.
He controls out front, goes right side on the pass to Zarnecki, their leading scorer. He'll put it up for the baseline. It's going to be short and off the body of Wade, or no, actually that was off Wiley Minix and goes out of bounds. It'll be LaVille's basketball.
LaVille averaging 45 points a game on the year, giving up 47.
Lob pass comes inside, shot up off the glass is good by Zarnecki. So LaVille scores first. Jethro Hosteller broke down the baseline, gives it off to Wade Springer, and he'll put it up, or rather Minix, and he hits a three. So Wiley off to a good start, and a steal. Luke Helmuth puts it in off the glass.
Well, it's a good sign early on. We've had a lot of deflections on defense, a couple steals. One thing you'll see from LaVille is they're deliberate on offense. They don't necessarily hold it for long, but they know what they want to do.
Another steal. Springer this time. Jethro, he'll put it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go, and Luke Helmuth chases down the rebound. Good no-look pass inside to Wiley Minix from Wade Springer, and he's fouled. He'll go to the stripe shooting 2.
Westview looking really sharp early on with their passing. The other night against East Noble, I didn't go back and look at the film, but we missed. Had to be close to double digits in layups.
Yeah.
And there we had one there. That could have been a three-point play. It's a matter of knowing how to position your body to get the right angle for those layups.
Yeah, we missed a ton underneath at East Noble. Had a lot of threes, though. We had, what?
How many did we hit?
13, I think.
Break?
Yeah, because we had 3 each from, let's see, it was Brill and
Brady had 4.
Right.
So yeah, that would have been maybe double figures.
Shot from up top, no good. Rebound to Wiley Minix. He'll get it to Springer, and the shot's up and good. Good fast break by the Warriors.
Well, that's what you call a 1970s fast break
yeah,
right there.
It was.
Pass the ball, you don't even, I think he might have dribbled once, but.
I know when we used to practice, you couldn't put the ball on the floor. Pass, layup. James with it out front. He'll hand it off to Zarnecki.
Wade doing a nice job on Zarnecki, making him work for what he's getting.
Plummer now with the basketball. Brady works through a screen. Ball loose, but James tracks it down. He'll give it off to Owen Smith. Smith drives it into the lane, puts it up, hits the bottom of the rim, and Jethro Hostettler grabs the rebound. Up to Brady. Layup is good. And now Coach Edison wants to talk things over with his team. 4:58 to go, first quarter. Westview with an 11-2 lead. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229. Back at Westview.
I think Coach Edison had to be talking in that. I would guess. I didn't hear anything, but fairly animated as turnovers.
Yeah.
LaVille, they teach pretty good defense, but they can't even get their defense set right now because they're turning it over so much and we're getting layups.
LaVille with the basketball, trailing by 9 to Westview. With the ball is Smith. He'll get it up top to Plummer. Plummer goes right side to Zarnecki. He drives it down the baseline and puts it up off the glass and good. He has all of his team's 4 points.
Yeah, we're missing it. Our help side was missing that time. We should have had someone slide over there.
Brady with a 3, and he hits. That's his first 3 of the night. Second for Westview. With the ball, Zarnecki, left side. Try to get it down low, and we have a foul. That's going to go against Westview, and it's going to be Wiley Minix picking up the foul. Camden Yoder coming in along with Owen Brill for Westview. Luke Helmuth and Jethro Hostetler will get a respite. And inbounding for LaVille is Ross Wagner. Into Zarnecki, misses the shot underneath, and Brady Yoder pulls down the rebound. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Bounce pass on the baseline. Good pass from Springer to Brady, but he bounced it on the baseline, and it's going to be a turnover to LaVille.
You can live with those turnovers. It's an attempt at a pass for a layup.
Yeah, that was good work. Good passing underneath.
Not a live ball turnover where they're going the other way with it.
Pass down low goes to Plummer and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of LaVille. Inbounding the basketball is Wagner. He throws it way out front, chased down by Michael Good, who's checked into the lineup for Michael Edison. Zarnecki now holds it, brings it out front on the pass to James, right back to Zarnecki. Has it knocked away by Brill, but regains possession. James goes right side, shot in the air by Plummer is good from three-point land.
That's an example where your aggression hurts you because we didn't get the steal we were going after and left the shooter open.
Shot by Wiley, good little jumper from about 15 feet out, 16-7.
Well, on this, Westview has shown they can score. Oh, I thought he lost that one.
Yeah, I did too. Inside 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. With the ball is Plummer. Takes it down into the corner on the pass to Good. He'll bring it back out front on the pass to Zarnecki. Zarnecki drives, puts it up, and we have a two-shot foul coming for the sophomore, Colin Zarnecki.
Zarnecki's a tough guy to guard because just because you're in front of him doesn't mean you're going to stop him. He just keeps going.
Yeah, he does.
And plows into you. That time, I don't know about that foul call, but give him credit. He keeps going.
Zarnecki hits his first free throw. That gives him 5 of his team's 7 on the night. Into the ball game is Colin Allen. Coming to the bench is Ryan James for LaVille. And Brady Yoder will also take a seat along with Wade Springer. And Zarnecki hits both free throws. Back into the ball game, Jethro Hostetler along with Luke Helmuth. 3 by Wiley is no good, but a good offensive rebound and put back by Jethro Hostetler.
Camden kept that alive. Smallest player on the court hustled in there. And
Camden with the steal. Making a difference already. And the shot by Luke on the pass from Camden.
So a rebound and a steal and an assist there within about 10 seconds.
He's busy.
If Dan was here, he'd have writer's cramp keeping track of all these stats.
Yeah, that's right. With the ball left side, Wagner. He'll get it up top to Plummer. Plummer to Zarnecki. They'll lob it inside, and the shot is up and good by Michael Good, who at 6'3" is the tallest man on the court right now. Camden for 3, and he hits from the right side.
Well, when you play like this, it's hard for a coach to take you off the floor.
That's right. Long 3 missed, and Brill with a rebound to get it to Luke. He'll take it coast to coast and put it up and in. Not sure he wasn't fouled on that.
Yeah, he ended up pretty far down the baseline, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. 25-11. Westview running away with it so far. Minute 18 to go, first quarter. Stopping up was Plummer. He'll give it out front to Zarnecki. Zarnecki with Wiley Minix on him. Bounce passes it right side to Plummer. Plummer out front to Allen. Allen puts it on the floor and then hands it off to Zarnecki, who traveled with the basketball.
Nice help that time by Owen. Really nice defense out there by Westview early on.
Yeah, Owen forced him into that turnover by coming over and double teaming. Luke Helmuth inbounding to Brady Yoder. Inside a minute now to go. Camden with it. He'll give it to Jethro on the baseline right side. Back out front will come to Owen Brill. Now to Brady Yoder. Inside Jethro from the free throw line. His jumper's off. And the rebound's hauled down by LaVille.
A little surprising seeing LaVille sit in their 2-3 zone with a 14-point deficit, but
had a foul before the shot on Westview.
yeah, again, our help side defense was late. We got bailed out because we fouled them out by the 3-point line, but
Camden Yoder picked up the foul there. His first. And LaVille inbounding. They'll get the pass into Owen Smith. Now to Wagner. Out front it'll come to Plummer. Plummer tries to drive on Luke and then bounce passes it inside. Brady Yoder chases it down. Brady goes left side to Brill. He'll put up a three and it's going to be off the mark. Hauled down by Plummer on the rebound with 8 seconds to go, first quarter. Plummer tries to drive on Brill. Good defense by Owen. Now a three from the top of the circle is no good by Wagner, and that'll do it for the first 8 minutes of basketball here at Westview. And our score, Westview 25 and LaVille 11. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Back at Westview as we begin the second quarter, 25-11. Westview leading LaVille.
well, I think LaVille would like a little slower paced game if it was their preference. Clearly we have a quickness advantage out there.
Definitely.
They have a little bit of a strength advantage. On the year, they're scoring 45 a game, we're scoring 55 a game, which is actually fairly low for a Westview team.
Out front, Springer gives it to Brady. Brady will pop it from 15. Got it.
You can see the first step quickness we have at several positions is a little bit better than what LaVille has. And then they keep doing that.
Another turnover. Owen Smith wasn't ready for that pass, and it goes off his shoulder and out of bounds. That'll be Westview basketball.
Unusual to see a LaVille team throw the ball away like this. You know, we've seen some really well-coached teams over the year from Edison, and this one is struggling to make basic passes right now. But they did have an hour bus ride, so.
Yeah, it does make a difference, but I know Coach Rob Yoder didn't believe in that.
No, he didn't.
Shot by Brady is good for 3 points.
Nice job by the team, really passing it clear around 3 times.
Second three-pointer, now a save from the ball going out of bounds, and Westview had a fast break there. It'll stay in the hands of Westview. Brady hit the three and then hustled back and made the play on defense.
One thing that's been a determining factor in sometimes how far we go is how good we are at passing at all 5 positions, or more than, a couple positions. This team's really good.
Brady, a long three, and he hits. They gave it to him from about a college three there.
Yeah, he just decided, hey, I feel good. I'm taking this.
And it worked. Westview now leads 33-11. 6:35 to go first half. JV won earlier tonight. Zarnecki with the shot that's going to be short. Nope, over the back was Springer. Wiley Minix.
Yeah, it's his second. He thought about it when he was in the air that I probably shouldn't be doing this, but
yeah, you could tell he was
by then
trying
it was
to back
too late.
off, but yeah. Owen Brill comes back in, and probably Wiley will come out. He will. LaVille inbounds. They lob it inside. Nobody's home except Wade Springer, and he intercepts the basketball and brings it down. Then he's bumped and fouled. That's going to be James picking up the foul.
LaVille's done that a few times on their inbounds. They just kind of throw it out there in the middle. It's like, well, whoever sees it, go get it first.
Right. Brady bounce passes it and then gets it right back from Owen, and he puts it in. Was that a three?
That was a two.
Okay. 15 already for Brady. He's hit 29 for his game highs this year, twice. Underneath, that was James, his first two of the night.
Yeah, nice move by him that time to take.
Jethro on a feed inside. He puts it up and in. 37-13. With the ball, Ryan James on the baseline, trying to drive on Brill, can't find room, and give it to Zarnecki. Fadeaway jumper is short again. Rebound Springer, gets it to Brady. Good ball handling. He'll go to Owen, and he took an extra step off the baseline. It'll be a traveling violation.
The other night, Owen had a really nice game against East Noble. Came off the bench, had three threes.
Right.
And really, I mean, without those, I don't know where we would have been. But he's got off to a little bit of a slow start tonight. So,
yeah, I'm thinking we had 10 threes because Brady had 4, and then we had 3 each from Brill and, was it Minix or Springer? Minix, I think.
Yeah, Minix.
Owen Smith with a basket, his first of the night, 37-15.
One thing you want to, as a coach, you don't want to see your team let down. You get a big lead, and don't start giving up layups. And
Owen's shot from three-point land is no good. It bounces on the baseline. It'll be out of bounds to LaVille. Now it's going to stay in the hands of Westview. Luke Helmuth will bring it in for the Warriors off to the left of their basket underneath. Luke gets it into Brady. That's going to be a 2 if it goes. It doesn't. Owen Brill with the offensive board underneath to Luke, and a shot from outside by Jethro for a 3 is good.
Well, one thing we're definitely getting tonight is open shots.
Shot off the glass by Zarnecki. That was an open shot. There's another open shot. No good by Brady. Loose on the floor. Chased down by LaVille. Zarnecki comes up with it. He'll bring it across the base or the midcourt stripe.
I'd like us to see make LaVille shoot an outside shot here. They've got 3 straight layups. That was at least better.
Good defense. Brady inside 4 minutes to go. Good feed on the baseline to Jethro Hostetler. Jethro with another 2 points. 1 away from his season high of 10. Long 3 by Zarnecki, rims out, no good. Or rather, I thought that was Zarnecki, but he just made that shot. Or was that 23?
No, that was 23 that made it. So.
Good. Michael Good with the basket. Zarnecki missed the 3. 42-19 now. Jethro on the baseline. Shot by Luke from the corner, left side's no good, and the rebound Zarnecki. 3:20 to go first half. Ball deflected, saved by Springer, but it goes off the feet of Luke Helmuth and out of bounds. It'll be LaVille's basketball.
Wade has got his hands on at least half a dozen passes tonight.
Yeah.
He's all over the place.
He is.
Playing really hard. Well, when's the last time we had a 50-point half?
I don't think we have this year. That's for
No,
sure.
not this year. Unless we go dead cold, we may hit that.
LaVille tries to get it down low, and we have a whistle and a foul on Westview.
I think our positioning on defense is getting a little sloppy. We're so used to getting easy steals, we're starting to maybe not maintain our positioning quite as good.
Wagner will inbound for LaVille, and are looking to lob. This time there is somebody there. It's Zarnecki, and he can't get it to go down.
That was James again.
Oh, it was. Yeah,
23.
Get them mixed up. 23 and 22. Minix gets it to Helmuth. Camden Yoder. Brill now down low to Brady. He'll hit Minix at the free throw line. His shot's good.
Wiley's become pretty good at that. He doesn't create a lot for himself, but he can create that shot around the foul line pretty good.
Wagner drives it down the baseline. He puts it up and in on the runner. 44-21.
Well, give LaVille credit. They're still going to the basket hard. They're not just shooting threes. But I would like to see us do a little bit better job of stopping that drive.
Helmuth down the baseline. Reverse layup is good. Pretty much gave him that.
That baseline is wide open tonight.
Yeah.
And pretty much everybody's living down there.
Plummer holds it in the corner out front. Gets it across to the big guy, good, and he drives it all the way to the hole and puts it in.
Yeah, I won't keep beating the dead horse, but all they've got is layups, and that's
Parting of the
not
Red
good
Sea
defense.
there.
Yeah, that's not good defense.
Wiley Minix drives, gives it off to Luke on the baseline. His jumper is good. 10 now for Luke.
Well, I don't have stats, but we got to be shooting
Way up
an
there.
unbelievable percentage so far tonight.
Driving is Smith. He'll lay it up, miss, but we have another foul. I think that's going to be on Camden Yoder. Second on Camden.
We got an outside shot of hitting our season average in the first half. 55 a game.
Isn't that something? Smith at the free throw line. And he misses off the back of the rim, and he'll get one more. Springer comes back in, and Brady Yoder will come to the bench. Owen Smith, one more free throw coming his way. Shots up and good. (48-24). Westview has LaVille doubled up.
Timeout, Westview.
Timeout. 1:17 to go first half. Westview 48, LaVille 24. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
And we're back. 48-24, Westview leading LaVille with just a minute and 17 seconds to go first half.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's because Brady went out or just the timing of it all. Pulled a little press on us, and Coach wanted to make sure we were ready for it.
Helmuth down on the baseline, feeds Wade, breaking toward the basket, misses a shot, tipped around, still loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by LaVille. It'll be Westview basketball. They'll inbound right in the corner. Down to our right. Jethro Hostetler comes in, and Owen Brill will come out. Inside a minute now. 58 seconds showing on the clock here in the first half. Luke Elmo down to Wade Springer in the corner right side and gives off to Wiley Minix. Left side to Camden on the baseline to Luke. Springer, nice little turnaround jump hook.
Well, there's our 50.
There we go. Hit that half-century mark. 55.6.
Actually, I think we had a pretty good, what was the first half against Cherubusco?
Oh, that was good. That's right.
That might have been even better.
Because we scored, 80 down there, I think.
Right, but I think we only had in the 20s in the second half.
That's true. Shot from way outside is no good by Wagner, and the rebound to Westview. Springer with 10 seconds to go first half. Gets it across the timeline, being hawked there on defense by Smith, or James rather. And a jumper by Luke Elmuth is good right before the buzzer. So we played 16 minutes of basketball now in this renewal of the battle of the past times, LaVille and Westview. And Westview is controlling this one so far, 52-24. We'll be back right after this 2-minute timeout.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Welcome back to Westview High School, where at halftime Westview is dominating LaVille 52-24. Westview jumped out quickly, led 25-11 after one quarter, and really kept the onslaught going, scoring 27 points in the second quarter, 27-13 advantage in the second quarter. LaVille, who has mainly been plagued by turnovers, and which has led to a lot of runouts and layups, has several players that have scored, but Colin Zarnecki, who was averaging 18, has about half his average. He's at 8 points. Ryan James has 2. Owen Smith has 2. Ross Wagoner has 2. Michael Good, a 6'3 junior, has 6. And number 3, Lucas Plummer, has 3 points. So he has the only three-pointer for LaVille tonight. For Westview, we have 7 players have played, 6 have scored. Jethro Hosteller has 9, including a three-pointer. Brady Yoder leads us tonight with 15. He's got 3 three-pointers. Camden Yoder came in and had a three-pointer. He's got 3 total. Wiley Minix has a three-pointer. He's got 9 total. Wade Springer has a couple layups for 4. And Luke Helmuth, second man tonight on the scoring column, has 6 field goals, 6 regular field goals for 12 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes in the first half, following a game where we had 10 of them against East Noble. Right. So the hot shooting is continuing, and I don't know at this point that it's necessarily hot shooting. We just have some good shooters.
We do.
And they know when to take them. They're not afraid to take them. Brady had another one, a pull-up off the break that just went in and out, or we'd be up to 7 of them already. So really, I think this is the team at their best, the way they're playing tonight. And, the competition is – the defense isn't as strong as I thought it would be from LaVille, but a lot of that is we're getting out on the break and getting them in transition before they get set up. But even with that, our passing, I think, tonight has been really good. I can't think of any break or transition opportunity where we didn't pass it ahead to the guy that was open. And in multiple times, it was 2 or 3 passes and sometimes almost overpassing.
Right.
So really fun to see a group share the ball like that and see the other players and then convert. I got to think we're shooting somewhere in the neighborhood of 75% in the first half.
It's got to be close.
I can't make a whole lot of misses out there. So, they kept it going. We mentioned their defense a few times. LaVille's going to score some. Yeah, they got Zarnecki is a nice player, and James is kind of a load down low. But we are giving them straight line drives, and that's really not what you want to see from your defense. So I think it's hard to go at our coaching staff's so used to being in one-possession games, I'm not sure they're going to know what to say at halftime with a 28-point lead.
Well, we'll see how these kids react, too.
Right, yeah. But I think you want to tighten up the defense. That's where it started, getting deflections, getting steals, getting out running, and let's see what we can do in the second half. Come out, same intensity, clean up some of the driving lanes, stop the drives. And, I think it's unrealistic to expect we're going to score 52 points in the second half. But come out and let's execute, not get sloppy, take good shots, go after offensive rebounds, dive on the floor, everything that got you this lead to start with.
Well, it might be nice to see some of these guys that haven't gotten a whole lot of playing time and get some varsity experience out there, because you never know, down the road when we play in these bigger games and the sectional and so on, if we get into some foul trouble, it'd be nice to have guys that have gotten into action and got some experience out there.
Definitely, and I think we will. I imagine we'll probably start seeing them sprinkled in mid-third quarter, as long as we keep playing well. If we get sloppy and start throwing the ball all over the court, which I don't anticipate, I think Brady provides really good leadership out there.
He does.
He's not a real vocal guy, but he's sound with the ball, makes good decisions, and I think the team feeds off of that and follows his example. So I don't think we'll see that. He may not see us shoot 75% again from the field, but yeah, it's nice to see, and it's good for confidence, even if it's maybe not against the best team on your roster. The ball's still going through the hoop, and it's on the varsity level, and that helps guys' confidence. I'm trying to think, how many free throws have we shot tonight?
Well, let's see, not too many. We had Minix had 2, and that's it. We've only made 2 free throws.
I think we were 2 for 2.
Yeah.
I can't remember anybody else shooting it. So we're not getting a lot of practice there tonight, but, when you're that far ahead of the team, they can't catch you to foul you, I guess. But I think what we're going to see in the second half, LaVille's going to come out a different team, I think. I don't think, they don't have maybe standout players like they did at one time, but we know the coaching that's been there. Michael Edison's been there for 15 years, and we know what we've seen from them in the past. Like you mentioned, they've won the sectional here twice and had produced some really good teams that played really good defense, and I think we'll see them come out with a little more intensity in the second half and maybe not be quite so sloppy all around. So I think we'll see an improved effort from LaVille, and we're going to have to be ready to match that as they come out.
We're at halftime, 52-24, as we finish the first two quarters of basketball here at Westview.
Of course, the next week, the NECC Conference, West Noble is our opponent. We get a bye, so we don't play until Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
Don't play Tuesday. And then if things go according to how the teams are kind of positioned in the conference, based on who you think might be better, I think we play the winner of, is it Fairfield and Prairie Heights?
I think so, yeah.
I looked it up earlier today. I don't have the actual bracket in front of me, so it's hard to kind of read some of this stuff, but it'll be a good challenge for us.
Right. And we failed to mention tonight's halftime show was brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring chili dog pizza. Oh, it's chicken pesto. That's right. It's changed. This was back in December, so it's chicken pesto pizza. as their January pizza of the month. So we thank Pizza Depot over in Millersburg. That always makes me hungry when we say
I
that.
know it does.
Man.
Back to what we were talking about, the NECC. If we would win our first game, whoever wins that game plays the winner out of these 4 teams would be Fairfield, Prairie Heights, Fremont, and Garrett. And based on what we've seen so far, I think probably Prairie Heights and Fremont will be facing off. And at this point, you would think Prairie Heights would probably be the favorite in that matchup.
I would think
but
so, yeah.
the NECC sometimes see some funny things happen, so we will anticipate what goes on there this week. But always a fun week, unless you lose early in the week, then you're kind of just left hanging. Do they
That's
do
right.
that? Are they doing that? I don't think they do that consolation game.
Consolation, maybe not. They did. I don't know. Maybe they did. They did stop that maybe last year or the year before, but they had been doing the consolation game. But that's, it's not fun to be in that consolation
No, you don't.
game.
You don't really.
I mean,
Don't-
I guess you
don't
get
wanna be in that
competition, but you're not practicing the rest of the week or whatever. You're
Right, and that's
playing,
what
but-
makes it hard. You play early in the week and lose,
right.
like Wednesday, and then you don't play till the end of the following week, so you have like 10 days off.
Right.
So players get tired of practicing, but yeah, sometimes it can be an advantage. A team like us, we're not real deep. It might not be a terrible thing to have a little extra practice time. But anyways, here we go.
LaVille gets it to begin the second half, down 52-24. With the basketball, having trouble out front was Plummer. He gets it off to Smith. Smith bounce passes it to James. And we have a foul on Westview.
Oh, no, I think Luke.
Luke's first. Yeah, first of the night. And, yeah, we could be looking at a running clock here, which would kind of be a shame.
What is it, 35 points is
think
when they
so.
started?
Yeah, so maybe not. Smith with it for LaVille. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Shot up. Short, no good, but good strong move underneath the offensive boards, but he gets called for traveling as Colin Allen. So Westview will inbound it underneath the LaVille basket.
LaVille going with a little full court press too.
Bounce pass. Jethro corrals it underneath, gets it out front. Wiley Minix. Now he'll get it to Springer. Now they'll move it over to Jethro. He drives, puts it up in the paint. No good, and the rebound's hauled out of there by Owen Smith. Smith across the timeline. Works it to Plummer. Plummer gets it to Zarnecki.
Got Brady matched up on Zarnecki this half.
Now we shut him down pretty well. Zarnecki had 8 points. Well, I guess that's what I think you even mentioned. That's close to half his average. So going inside was Plummer, and he puts up a desperation shot, and it went in.
Yeah, that was a very unique shot.
And lost his balance and threw it up toward the basket, and it went in. Left side is Minix, and he puts it up and in.
Well, he's the third guy in double figures now. If Jethro scores, we'll have 4 in double figures already.
That's great. 11 now for Wiley. 54-26, Westview with the big lead. Driving down the baseline, good move on the baseline, but can't get the shot to go with Smith. Westview comes out with it, then it's stolen by James. He'll drive it down, feed it off to Owen Smith, and he puts it in. 54-28. Wiley Minix with the ball right wing. They give it to Springer. Wade drives the paint. Wide open underneath was Jethro Hostetler. Good feed from Wade Springer. Driving down to the baseline was Zarnecki. Zarnecki in the paint. Puts his shoulder into Brady and gets the basket.
Yeah, he just kind of moved him out of the way that time, didn't he?
He did with his shoulder. 10 points now for Zarnecki. Luke Elmo stops up on the baseline and gives off to Springer cutting toward the basket, and Wade banks it in.
This team does a nice job of filling the open spots. When a guy gets stuck with the dribble, somebody will cut and present an opening.
We've seen that several times tonight. Zarnecki way out front, double team, gets it underneath, and now we have a foul as Colin Allen tried to unload that pass.
Yeah, Luke came up to him that time and just kind of stood straight up, put his hands straight up. You'd like to see him a little bit in a stance. You can still body against him, but if you're more of a stance, you have lateral movement if he makes a move. And sticking your chest into him is going to get you a foul.
Inbound pass comes to Good. He drives, puts it up and in. 8th point for Good tonight. Like I said earlier, he's the biggest guy in the court at 6'3". Jethro underneath on the pass. Puts it up and in. 13 now. We have a traveling violation. Brady. Good defense there. So Westview will get it back.
If LaVille's going to keep this press on, we're going to score 100.
Brady tries to get it closer to 100. Misses on the three-point try, and bringing it down is Zarnecki. Westview up 28 points. With the ball, Smith. Smith takes it to the paint, loses it, regains possession, gives off left side to Plummer. Plummer lobs it inside to Smith, or rather Good, and he puts it in.
Well, LaVille has taken advantage of their strength in this game, and that's inside. Oh, Jethro just got fouled.
Yeah, no call. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay in Westview's hand.
They're going inside where they're a little bit taller and beefier, and they're scoring on us in there. I think they hit 1 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember any other shot outside about 3 feet that they made. Maybe they did that I don't remember, but.
Jethro comes out for a rest along with Luke Helmuth. Jethro actually with his high point game, 13 tonight. Previous high was 10 against Central Mobile. Owen Brill on the right side gives off to Camden Yoder. Now Wade Springer put up a 3, missed the shot, and we have a whistle and a foul on the attempted rebound. Brady Yoder will pick up the foul, crashing the boards there. First on Brady. 60-34. Westview by 26.
So they've actually outscored us this half.
Yeah, they have so far. Noah Rush with it, just into the ball game for the first time tonight. He's a senior. Ball stolen inside. Springer comes up with it. No surprise there. Wade, good move to the basket, down the lane.
Well, that's what you should do if you're the guy with the ball. Go until they stop you.
Looked like he was going to stop and pass a couple of times and just kept on going because the lane was wide open. Zarnecki off the baseline, jumper won't go. Rebound Good, and he puts it in. Michael Good having a good game tonight. Came in with a 9-point average.
Yeah, a lot of that's been off. You know, he reminds me, I don't remember his name, but it's the same number 23. I remember the scouting report against him was don't let him get offensive rebounds because that's all he did. I mean, that was he'd get 5 or 6 putbacks a game that way.
And he played for LaVille.
Yeah, for LaVille, that really good team when they came here 5 years ago.
Not a real athletic kid, but kind of big.
He was pretty good size, and he just was a great rebounder, so they had to keep him off the boards. And
Springer brings it up for Westview on the missed shot. 62-36 Warriors, 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Brady cuts toward the basket, gives off to Wiley Minix in the corner left side, misses, but Camden Yoder comes up with the rebound. Out front, Brady drives, puts it up, scores, and it's going to count. Brady now with 17. Chance to be 18 if he can hit the free throw. Brady's free throws up off the back of the rim. No good. Tipped out to Brady, and he'll put up a three. Missed it and hit the strap. Luke Helmuth comes back in. Brady will get a rest. (64-36), minute 22 to go in the third quarter. Out front, Zarnecki with the ball, being guarded by Luke Helmuth. Stops and goes, puts it up. Basket will count as Zarnecki banks it in off the glass.
Zarnecki's got a pretty good stop and start move. He's not overly quick at this age, but he drove Luke. Luke stayed in front of him. He kind of hesitated, and then he took another step and got around him.
Zarnecki, a sophomore, so.
Yeah, he's going to grow.
Yeah.
He's still thin, and I think Luke's got, is that 3 fouls now or 4?
Yeah, I think that's his third because he hadn't marked this one down yet. And Zarnecki hit them both, giving him 13 on the night. Springer with a three off the left side, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Camden, who got way up in the air.
He got up there, didn't he?
Looked like Mason on that one. 64-39, Westview. Inside a minute to go, third quarter, and we have a timeout called by Westview. Let's see, it's going to be a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
This quarter.
And we're back to action. Underneath, pass goes to Good again, and he puts it in. 14 points now for Good. 64-41. So, Jamie, you mentioned while we were off, they were outscoring as 17. Is it 17-12 now?
Now it is 17-12.
Yeah, because they just got another basket in this quarter. Owen on a baseline, double team, gets it out of trouble to Camden. Bounce pass inside to Springer. He'll go right side to Minix. Now underneath to Jethro, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, good patience that time. LaVille's just kind of packing it in. And
15 now for Jethro. Long shot by Zarnecki is no good, and that brings an end to the third quarter of play here at Westview. 66-41, Westview leading LaVille. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
Fourth quarter right around the corner here is Westview will start with a basketball to begin the quarter. 66-41, the Warriors lead it.
LaVille's last two games, they lost by 14 at John Glenn and 13 at Hebron. Those were their two biggest margins of loss this year until tonight so far.
So far, yeah.
So that makes it somewhat impressive, but we really need to finish well. That was not a stellar quarter.
Brady Yoder with the basketball. Westview is outscored 17-14 in that quarter by LaVille. Luke Helmuth bounce passes to Jethro. Hostetler works it right side to Springer. Springer puts it on the floor, brings it up top. Now gives off to Minix. To Yoder, back to Minix. Bounce pass down low to Springer, back to Helmuth. Inside Jethro, turnaround jumper, got it.
He's got a really soft touch in there, doesn't he?
He sure does.
LaVille is sticking in their zone for some reason, but it gives us a good opportunity to work against the zone. We don't see that a ton.
Zarnecki working against Brady. Drop it down to Good again, and Good puts it in. He's pretty much having his way underneath there.
Yeah, this half they're shooting a high percentage. He's barely missed in there.
Good has 16 points. That's just about double his average. Jethro bounce passes to Springer on the baseline. He puts it up and in. Wade with 10 now.
Well, I don't think you'd ever teach a defensive clinic with anything that's happening tonight. But if you like offense, this is a good night.
Not a very good example, I'd say, of defense.
Just like as I look out there, when the ball's on the side of the court, we got at least one, if not two guys that don't even see the ball.
Yeah.
And they're not seeing drives like that drive right there.
Yeah, Smith got into the lane very easily there. He has 7 tonight. 70-45. Ball goes out of bounds into the Westview bench. Maybe we're getting too close to 35 and the kids didn't want the game to end fast.
Well, we're not close now. It's only at 25. So
no, don't think we have to worry about that.
Well, I can't say I knew. I'm not a prophet, but you had to expect LaVille would come out and play better this half, and they have.
Driving is Plummer. Good defense by Springer. I think they're kind of letting them play now. Minix gives it to Springer. Wade, baseball pass right side to Brady. He'll pull up with a 15-footer off the right side. That's good. Brady with 19, coming off that 29-point performance down at East Noble on Tuesday night. Pass is chased down by James. He'll take it to the hoop, put it up. Can't get it to go, but Springer commits the foul. Wade will pick up number, 2, I think. Yep, 2 on Wade. Ryan James, a 5'10" senior at the free throw line. He's only scored 2 points tonight.
I thought he was going to shoot that one-handed.
I did too. Balanced it on his right hand, then moved that left hand up there for support. And he misses them both. Good. Oh, man.
Anybody that's 1 inch taller than our guy has a career night.
18 for Good. Double his average. Ball stolen away, but now we're going to have a reach-in foul called on Smith, or on James. Springer coming out. Camden Yoder back into the contest for Westview. Luke Helmuth with the ball. Recrosses the timeline. Bounce passes it up top to Minix. Now left side to Brady. Cross course to Luke. He'll drive the baseline. Wide open. Puts it up off the glass and good.
Nice drive and body control that time by Luke.
74-47 Westview. 4:40 to go in this ball game. Good inside. He might lead all scores before the night's over. 20 now for good.
I think Coach Preble's seen enough of that.
Yeah. He's giving it to them as they come to the bench.
Yeah, it's competing. I mean, don't let your man score.
Right.
It's really that simple. It's not like he's 7 foot tall and they're throwing it up to him, and we just physically can't. Yeah, he's a nice player. He's built pretty well, but and we don't have their heights, but he's no more than 6'2" or 3, and he's dominating this half.
He has,
inside,
no doubt. Hasn't missed very many shots at all, and he hasn't really been contested that much.
And the player Klein from East Noble the other night dominated inside.
Right.
He was only averaging 12, and he got 29. We've seen that repeatedly with teams this year with big guys, and we've got to have it in us to team up to stop that. I mean, if you see your opponent scoring a layup after layup, it's like that would make me mad.
Back in the 70s, Denny Foster used to have this diamond in one defense that worked very well, but, that was back in the 70s, so I don't know. Shot by Brill from way up right side is good, so Owen lights it up for the first time tonight.
Nice unselfish play by Luke. Luke's had a really good scoring night, and he drove and he gave up a short shot and shot it and gave it to the corner to Owen.
Zarnecki hits from just inside the free throw line.
There we gambled on a steal that time and missed and gave up another bunny.
Helmuth lobs it inside to Camden. Post up against Good. Shot by Brady, and he puts it in. Brady Yoder with 21. Smith on the feed from Good, who was way outside. Zarnecki puts it up, misses. Good with a rebound. The putback is no good, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, Wiley did. He came off a Good that time to help out on a lob to Zarnecki. And so that opened up an offensive rebound for him. But at least we fouled him that time instead of letting him shoot a layup.
Right. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. He'll get one more. Good second shot. Rattles around, misses them both. Brady Yoder pulls down the rebound.
Might not be a bad strategy to foul him every time.
Yeah, he didn't look real comfortable at the free throw line. But boy, is he having a ball game tonight. 20 points. Shot by Brady on the runners, no good. And bringing it up will be Zarnecki. Drives it all the way in, puts it up and in down the lane. Another good example of the kind of defense we've been watching all night long.
Yeah. I'm just going to comment on the defense from now, or the offense from now on.
Yeah.
Let's stay positive.
All right. Let's do it. We've got a big lead.
Yeah, well, a team that's scoring 45 points a game on the year now has 56, and we still got 2 minutes to go in the game.
That is their first three of the night. Zarnecki.
And they've outscored us by 5 this half.
Camden with a three. Rattles out. No good. Good with the rebound for LaVille. 2:23 to go in the ball game. Zarnecki backs up for a three. It's going to be short this time. Tipped into the hands from Camden Yoder to Luke Helmuth. He'll get it up to Wiley Minix. Minix back to Luke, and Luke will hold it way out close to center court. And now he's bumped and fouled. Foul's picked up by Ryan James.
That's only their third team foul.
Helmuth brings it into Brady Yoder. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Westview back in action next Wednesday night over at West Noble in the NECC tournament. Wiley Minix on the wing left side, gives it to Brady way out front in the center circle.
Thought we might see some of the players get in that don't play, but I think this second half performance has kind of discouraged that a little bit. We've been outscored by 5.
Yeah, I think you made a good point. You didn't really expect for LaVille to be down the whole. Wow, that one spun out by Luke. and have a better half, I'll put it that way, than they did in the first half, and they have maybe a little too good. Shot short but numerous offensive rebounds that time. Plummer finally put it in for LaVille.
Plus the other side of it, LaVille still has their starters in and they're pressing.
Yeah.
So
79-58, inside a minute now to go. Minix inside, wide open is Helmuth underneath, and he puts it in. Luke with 16. That's his high for the year. He had 13 against Bethany Christian. Inside, shot blocked by Owen Brill, but he got part of the hand on Plummer, or rather James. Ryan James at the free throw line for LaVille. 81-58. Shots up and good this time for James. He has 3 points.
And that is LaVille's season high in points.
So I thought we were going to stay positive.
Well, that's true. I'm sorry, I blew it. I'm just giving facts.
There you go.
Truth can be hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, there have been a lot of possessions. That's part of the factor.
Right. Ball stolen away. Coming up with a steal was Smith. Tosses it inside to Good, who's been Mr. Basketball in this game tonight. 22 points now for Michael Good. 81-62 Westview. And this should be the last possession of the game as the clock is ticked down to under 10 seconds now. Wade Springer out front. They'll get it to Camden, and Camden will hold, and the Westview Warriors have picked up their 7th victory of the season to go along with just 3 defeats as they defeat the LaVille Lancers tonight by a score of 81-62. And we'll be back with scoring and wrap things up right after this 2-minute timeout.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Wade.
All right, welcome back to Westview, where we have just witnessed Westview defeat LaVille 81-62. Westview had just a tremendous first half, jumped out to a 52-24 lead at halftime. Second half, LaVille played much better and really dominated around the rim, kept them in the game. They didn't turn the ball over and actually outscored Westview 38-29 in the second half. So overall, good victory. Let's take a look at the individual scoring tonight. LaVille had quite a few break into the scoring column. Ryan James had 2 in each half to end with 4. Owen Smith added 7. Ross Wagoner, number 12 out there, had a bucket for 2. Colin Zarnecki, who came in averaging 18.4, finished with 20. Michael Good was kind of the surprise out there at 6'3", averaging 9 points a game, had 6 in the first half, finished with 22, and he must have had 8 offensive rebounds in the second half alone, or something like that. And then Lucas Plummer finished with 7. He had 3 in the first half for LaVille's total of, what did they have, 62.
Right.
For Westview, 5 guys tonight in double figures, including 3 guys with their either season or career high, or both. Jethro Hostetler being one of them, had 9 in the first half, 8 in the second, finished with 17. Brady Yoder had just a ho-hum 21 points tonight, one above his average of 20. Camden Yoder added 3. Wiley Minix had 11, 9 of those in the first half. Wade Springer had 10. I believe that's a season and career high for him. 10 points, 4 in the first, 6 in the second. Luke Helmuth, really nice all-around game tonight. Finished as our third leading scorer with 16 points. He had 12 in the first half, 4 in the second. And Owen Brill threw in a 3-pointer there toward the end of the game for his only basket of the night. So Jethro with 17, Brady with 21, Camden with 3, Wiley with 11, Wade with 10, Luke with 16, and Owen Brill with 3. So not a game you'll write home about the second half, but you would about the first half. Probably LaVille will take the second half as a positive, and Westview will go home feeling good about the first half. So something for everybody tonight. Entertaining game up and down the floor. Not a lot of fouls. I think we shot, 2 or 3 free throws. LaVille shot a few more.
Very many,
Yeah, they shot a few more. But well played game. We're done by 8:30.
He had five guys in double digits. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
Yeah.
That's what you call balance. Can't get much better than that. And it's not like we had, one guy with 34 and 4 guys with 10.
Right.
We had 10, 16, 17, 21, and 11.
Well, yeah.
So
pretty impressive.
Yep, really good balance. They just pass the ball well, and they just look for the open guy. They don't really care who gets the basket. They just want to win.
And looking ahead, next Wednesday, as I mentioned earlier in the game, we'll be playing West Noble in the NECC tournament on Wednesday evening over at West Noble High School. And so at this point in time, we don't know for sure whether we're going to get permission to broadcast that game. We will find out early next week. And so we hope to see you over there for the contest. Should be a good tournament this year. West Noble, of course, a tough, probably the team that's going to be favored in the tournament. But should be a lot of good action. We hope to see you in person out there. Once again, the final score here tonight, Westview defeats LaVille by a score of 81-62. And we have Wade Springer here. We're going to talk to Wade before we go off the air. Wade, congratulations. Good ball game tonight.
Thank you.
Big win over LaVille. You guys played hard. Seemed like, Jamie and I were commenting that you were kind of all over the place, knocking the ball loose. You had a good game in the scoring department with 10 points. In fact, 4 of your teammates, including 5 Westview players, were in double digits in scoring tonight. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So tell me your thoughts on the ball game tonight.
Came out really strong first half. Everyone did their assignment, and we worked as a team. Second half, we had some dry spots, but we still were able to make up with that on the offensive side, so that definitely helped.
Yeah, I mean, they were working the ball inside, and that's been the thing that's been pretty tough for us to get the big guy inside tonight, and it's Michael Good, number 23, came through for him inside. But that's one thing. I mean, that's going to be a problem.
Yep.
During the season, but you guys did play very hard tonight and caused him to make several turnovers in that first half especially. They kind of cleaned it up in the second half, but big margin of victory here tonight against LaVille, another 2A team. So looking ahead, next week you have West Noble. They're going to be a tough team to meet in that tournament over at West Noble NECC tournament.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Have you talked about them at all?
We've mentioned it a little bit in practices, but we just need to come out ready to play and just play as hard as we can when the time comes. So
you guys all seem to work well together out there on the basketball court. There seems to be a lot of good team chemistry, and you all seem relaxed. Is that something that you get from the coach, or is it kind of a team leader that exudes that type of relaxed atmosphere that doesn't get you too excited about anything as far as getting too excited or whatever, but keeping you kind of calm? And
yeah, I don't know. We've been playing with each other for so long now. It's helped, and we just know everyone's role in the team, and once we get rolling, it's hard to stop us, and we just love playing with each other. And we do have coaches that help out with things that we need to be doing better on the court, but we also have players on the court that help keep each other accountable for errors or things that we can improve on. So yeah, everyone just steps up, and just everyone can be a leader sometimes on the court, so that's helpful.
Another thing Jamie and I noticed tonight, that you really fill those gaps when guys get in trouble, like around the lane and you're cutting toward the basket. There were several passes to you, filling up that lane, being in the right spot at the right time, and your defense was excellent tonight, so congratulations on that.
Yes, thank you.
So good luck next week in the tournament down at West Noble, and we wish you success the rest of the year. Guys are off to a good start with your 7th win here tonight, and you have some tough games coming up, but it seems like you guys like challenges.
Yes, we do, yeah.
There for a while I was thinking maybe, you get those big leads and then you kind of let them slip away, but you play really good when the game gets tight,
Oh, yeah.
You come through with these victories. So tonight it was a little bit different. You didn't have a close ball game to have to worry about the last second shot dropping or anything like that, and winning for the other team. So
yeah, gladly.
Yeah, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way, Wade.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. That was Wade Springer, 5'11" junior for Westview, scoring 10 points tonight for the Warriors and playing excellent defense. So that's going to do it from Westview tonight. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. This evening's game is also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Call Dale at 260-463-3970. Also by Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Stutzman Power Equipment in Shipshewana, by Height Auto Body in LaGrange, by Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, by Dry Forest Wood Products on County Road 675 West in Shipshewana, by LaGwana, your local creative services provider, by Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, also by Avail Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals, daily, weekly, or monthly rentals, by Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury, by Topeka Pharmacy at the stoplight in downtown Topeka, by the Van Buren Hotel in Shipshewana, located north of Shipshewana on State Road 5, and by the Emma Warehouse. See them for Valspar paint and painting supplies right in downtown Emma, and by Ben's Pretzels, located south of Shipshewana on State Road 5. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. And that'll do it for tonight. For our entire staff here at Westview High School, we'll keep you posted on whether we're going to be broadcasting next week's NECC tournament. And we hope that we'll see you down there, and we hope we can broadcast the ball game, but we'll let you know early in the week. Any closing words, Jamie?
Time to beat the Chargers.
That's right. Here we go.
No, I think this is where you really get into the heart of your schedule. You've got through the Christmas break. You've beat up on a team tonight, but now we jump into the NECC full force and see what we can do.
All right. We'll go get them next Wednesday down at West Noble in that NECC tournament. 81-62 is the final score here tonight. Westview defeating LaVille. Westview at 7-3 on the season. LaVille drops to 4-4.